highly favored. I'm bliss, highly favored.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be cracking down my top 25 WWE action figures from the year. Now, the reason why I'm doing 25 instead of only 10 is because I'm mixing Ultimate Editions and Elites, because I didn't want to do two separate videos on the top 10 Elites and the top 10 Ultimates. So I'm doing it all in one video here. Top 10, you'll see the top 10 is a mix of both Ultimates and Elites, but I feel like it would be more fair if I'm mixing Elites and Ultimates to do top 25 instead of just top 10. So, I didn't, obviously, I didn't get every single figure from this year, so I just want to mention a couple figures that I wasn't able to get from this year that might have been able to crack the top 10. The Ultimate Edition Series 28, Eddie Guerrero, a beautiful figure. I think that definitely would have made it in the top 25. Both the top picks, Roman Reigns and CM Punk, I feel like those figures would have definitely made it. They sold out on Ringside Collectibles very fast, unfortunately, so I wasn't able to get my hands on those. I believe you can get the damaged packaging for CM Punk, but I'm not in a rush to get that figure, so I think I'll wait for like WWE Shop to get it in stock. The Creed brothers from Elite Series 122 look fantastic. I don't know if they would have made it, but I think they definitely would have been in at least honorable mentions. Also from that set, that Stone Cold Steve Austin looks really, really good. The Ultimate Edition Series 27 Jey Uso, I would say, but I think I like the defining moments a little bit more. But those are like the main figures from this year that I wasn't able to get that I think would have been close to cracking top 25. But without further ado, let's get into my top 25. The first one, a lot of people, I think, are going to disagree with. Coming in at number 25, I have the Elite Series 116 Randy Orton Chase, or you can put the top picks. They're basically the same, just repainted with the red trunks instead of gold. But Randy, mostly wears black gears. But I like this one, man. I really do. I think he poses really well. The head sculpt's a perfect modern Orton. And for me, I've been wanting a new, bigger, updated Randy Orton torso for so long. Had he had bigger arms, this would probably be in the top 5. But I've been begging for a bigger torso for Orton for so long. Like, I loved his Elite 91 figure, I believe it was, or Elite 90. And I just feel like, the torso was too small. That was my, first Elite Randy Orton. And I didn't like the torso on that guy. So the fact that they finally upgraded it made me really, really happy this year. But I just wish he had bigger arms and bigger legs for sure. But a really underrated figure, I think, is that Randy Orton. I think that one's really, really good from this year. At number 24, I was really surprised to see a lot of people have this on their worst list. But I understand it because, their problems with the figure is very understandable. But I don't have that problem. It's the Awesome Truth 3-pack Triple H. What a beautiful figure, man. The head sculpt's pretty decent. That's my main complaint. I wish we got a new head sculpt on this Triple H. But I really like the coloring, the khaki suit with the blue light shirt underneath. It's a new formula with the open collar. It's a really nice figure. My knees aren't too stiff. Like, it's a little bit stiff, yeah, but it could be worse. It could always be worse. This one's really smooth, actually. But their problem was when the ab crunch, the legs would pop off. And I've actually tried popping the legs off, and I couldn't get them to. Now, one thing I noticed is that I did get this figure a little bit earlier than other people, which I was very lucky to find him at Walmart, this 3-pack. So maybe that's why. Maybe later runs are a little looser, and if you got an earlier box set, maybe it's tighter. I don't know. But mine doesn't have that problem, so I'm having him on the best figures of the year, number 24. Number 23, what really surprised me is that this was his only modern Elite figure this year. What is that about? I'm talking about the Elite Series 117 Seth Rollins. Can you believe that this is the only modern Seth Elite we got this year? So I looked on Wrestling Figure Database. We had his WrestleMania 41 Elite, or I think it's WrestleMania 42 Elite. And that figure is based off 2018 Seth Rollins. We had that Greatest Hits figure, and that's based off of 2022 Seth Rollins. And then we just had a re-release of his Ultimate that came out in 2023, so that's not even a new figure. This is the only modern Elite Seth Rollins we got this year, which really, really sucks. But I really like the white gear. He poses really well. The gold and silver. This is actually based off WrestleMania 40. Love the athletic tape, and you get his tattoo. For a while, we weren't getting Seth Rollins with the tattoo. Head sculpt is pretty decent. I wish we got a straight face head sculpt as well, but you can take any other one, like the Elite 109. But the blonde hair looks more accurate. Yeah, I just really like this figure. It's really, really good. I'm sure if we got more Seth Rollins from this year, this top 25 list would be scattered with Seths, because he's one of my favorites to collect. But that's insane that that's the only modern Elite Seth we got this year. Coming in at number 22, we have the Elite Series 115 Tyler Bate. A lot of people would have this one, a little bit higher. I know MDT had this as his number one, which is a little bit crazy to me, but I don't hate that. I think it's a really good figure. I really like the torso choice, the head sculpt. I mean, I really don't have anything bad to say. I hate that I got two left legs. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But yeah, I think it's a really good figure. He poses really well. That's probably the best part about him, is his articulation. But Tyler Bate, isn't really one of those top guys. I mean, it's a really good figure, but I don't think it deserves to be number one from this year, in my opinion. But yeah, it's really, really good. I really do enjoy that Tyler Bate figure. I actually got him for only $12 at Ollie's, believe it or not. Coming in at number 21, we have the Elite Series 118 Jacob Fatu. What an amazing first figure. I hate that his arms are so skinny. Had he had the right arm size, he'd be way higher on the list. But really great first figure, man. The shirt is awesome. The head scan I really do enjoy. The gear's pretty bland, but it's a really fun figure. Maybe you can switch him and Tyler Bate, but I think it's a really good figure. I might actually, switch those two, but I like Jacob Fatu a lot, so I'm being a little bit biased. I think the torso choice was pretty good. It was just a lot better than I expected, and it was really, really fun out of the packaging. So this figure definitely exceeded my expectations, and it was really awesome to get Fatu's first figure this year. Next up, I have the Ultimate Edition SmackDown Ring exclusive Jacob Fatu. Now, a lot of people, might say this is controversial to have both his Elite and Ultimate on the list, but I think they're both really, really good. I think the Ultimate is better. You get 3 better head sculpts. I think the way the arms sit into this torso look better, because when you look at this from a side view, it's like that chest looks huge and then those arms look skinny. I feel like this is a little bit better. I mean, if we're looking at Jacob Fatu when he first debuted in the WWE, I mean, this is kind of what he looked like. He did kind of have, smaller arms, and he has bulked up since. So I think this one's really, really fun. His ankles aren't as loose. I think the torso looks better, and the 3 head sculpts, yeah, I mean, of course his Ultimate is going to be better than his Elite. So I like this one a lot. I think both are worthy of the top 25 list. And yeah, I think that Jacob Fatu, both Fatus are pretty underrated. Coming in at number 19, I think this and the Ultimate Fatu are a little bit interchangeable. I went with the Ultimate Edition Series 27 CM Punk figure. I like this one a lot. I think this one's very, very underrated, actually. All 3 head sculpts look just like Punk, in my opinion. I got the, angry expression right here. I think the smiling and smirking one are both perfect as well. Hoodie is a little bit oversized, but it actually looks pretty good on Punk. A lot of people don't like this torso. I think the torso itself looks great. I think their main problem is going to be the shoulders. But first of all, I'm going to have the hoodie on it most of the time. And I don't think it pokes out that bad. I'll actually take it off here so you can see. I don't think it's that bad. I think from certain angles, yeah, it looks bad, but you can get it in the right angle and it won't look that bad. Definitely is a problem for sure, and that's probably the reason why he's lower on the list. Had he not had that problem, he'd probably be higher. But I really like the gear, the sculpted wrist and hand tape. It's just a really, really fun figure, and it's one of those figures that you can get different copies of and pose them differently. You can have one with the hoodie and this head sculpt. You can have the smiling with the peace hands, the go to sleep hands with the smirking, like a lot of different ways you can display this Punk, and I always love when figures are like that. So I think that Punk is very, very underrated. Coming in at number 18, you guys can let me know if this is cheating or not. I mean, I don't think it is, because they're 2 figures that are the exact same, just repainted. I'll pick the better one, but I'm talking about the Elite Series 120 John Cena and the Elite 119 John Cena Collector's Editions. I like both of these a lot. I mean, I know it's nothing new, the head sculpts, the torso, jorts, everything is a reused parts, but really, like, if it's not broken, don't fix it. The torso is perfect for John Cena. I know they do have a new one coming out, and I think that works for a flashback Cena, but for, like, a modern-day Cena, this torso is perfect. Love the jorts mode. It's really, really posable, both of these guys. The shirt doesn't have Velcro, so that way you can get the logos on the back. I always love the hair sculpts on these guys. That's always one of my favorite parts. I like the Elite 120 better if I had to pick one. I don't know why. I just like, the color scheme better. And, the socks going into the white shoes look really good. The brighter shorts. I think I just like the Elite 120 better. Yeah, this one was a lot easier to get though. I found like 8 of these in one Walmart, but I actually got this one from Shop WWE the second time around because he came on WWE Shop, went out of stock, and the second time around I got it. But I like this Elite 120 John Cena better. I got him at a Target, but yeah, I just love the Elite 120 and 119. But if I had to pick one, I'd go with the Elite 119. I said Elite 119, I meant to say Elite Series 120, but coming in at number 17, I have another one from the Awesome Truth 3-pack, R-Truth. I love that Awesome Truth 3-pack. I think it does have the worst figure of the year in The Miz, but besides that, you get 2 great figures in R-Truth and Triple H, and you get the new tag titles. I thought that box set was amazing. But this figure is so good. This stretchy, shirt is amazing. You get the Awesome Truth logo with the brick pattern. Nothing on the back, but the red armband, like, really good. The only thing I would change is that red and black armband. I would have that be sculpted like John Cena's. But besides that, love all his tattoos here. Perfect formula for R-Truth. Really posable. Looks just like him in the head sculpt with the dreads and everything. Like, really, really cool. The logos, like, it was just a really, really fun figure. And this is definitely R-Truth's best figure so far. And I wouldn't change anything about it. And when you get a perfect figure like that, you know it's going to crack the top 25. So number 17, I've got R-Truth. Number 16, I have the Ultimate Edition Series 25, The Rock. This one came out very early in the year. Almost forgot he came out this year, but he did. Really cool figure, man. The only thing that I don't like, or I don't mind it actually, but a lot of people don't like, is going to be the torso. They think it's too big for The Rock. I think it's perfect. It's a beautiful 2-in-1 figure with the gear. I really do like the gear from WrestleMania 40. We are getting the white one later on in the year. Also from WrestleMania 40 from night 2, but he's still gonna have this gear underneath, and that's what I really like about it, is the 2-in-1 factor. All the head sculpts were good. Well, not all of them. I think the smiling one was horrible, but this is a really good base Rock head sculpt. I still think we need a new one, but I really did like that screaming one. But just, it's really, really good, man. I like it a lot. It's not the best figure for sure. I think that white one's gonna be better. I hate that the Velcro on the vest is not like, it doesn't stick too well, but it's a really cool figure. I really like the championship. It's nothing too crazy, too over the top, but I think Mattel did a great job, and it's probably the best final boss figure we've seen. So I really do like this Ultimate The Rock. We're now down to our top 15. We only have 5 more figures to take a look at before the top 10. So let's start off with number 15. It's going to be the Ultimate Edition Fan Takeover Randy Orton figure. Really fun figure, man. This is way better than I expected, man. Way, way, way better. I'll take off a couple of his accessories here. But the Oval Intercontinental Championship was great. The shirt is pretty cool. Nothing too crazy. But it's just a really good figure, and it just exceeded my expectations. It's kind of like Logan Paul's figures. Like, it's just so good for whatever reason. Like, sometimes you just can't figure it out, but it's just a really, really good figure. And that's how I feel about this Orton. Tattoos were great. It's really accurate to the time. I thought, most of the head sculpts were good. I didn't like the worried one that we kind of got on that Evolution 3-pack. Evolution 3-pack was something, man. But the blue trunks are really cool. The gold design. I know it's just a re-release of the Fan Takeover one, the Fan Takeover Elite, but it's really good, man. I like it a lot. You get a lot of great things with this guy, and it's just very, very posable. Definitely a contender for best articulated figure of the year, but I really do like that Randy Orton for whatever reason. For our number 14 slot, one of my most anticipated figures is the Elite Series 120 Joe Gacy. Now, not specifically Joe Gacy is one of my most anticipated, but the Wide 6. I've been wanting to get them for so long since they returned in 2024, and I feel like we've waited so long to get them, so we finally got them in hand this year, those first few figures, and they were really, really fun. Still haven't gotten that 3-pack, but we've gotten all the other ones. I put the tag title on here from Austin Theory, but really like the shirt is really stretchy. It's just really accurate and really good. I think it's definitely the weakest out of all the Wide 6 figures so far. I think once we get that Eric Rowan, that'll be the weakest one because he's on that Braun Strowman formula. But the tattoos were great. It was a really, really good figure. I just feel like he looks kind of flat for whatever reason. Like, he doesn't have as much detailing as the other ones. I do like the head sculpt with the eyeshadow and everything. But if you remove the mask from this guy, he's nothing too special. And, I feel like I am a little biased because the Wide 6s are my favorite right now. And Bray Wyatt's my favorite wrestler of all time. If Bray Wyatt wasn't, maybe these guys would be lower, but I actually think that figure is great. Next up, we have number 13. I brought him up earlier. It's the Ultimate Edition Logan Paul. Really nice figure, man. What an amazing figure. Like, I'm shocked at how good this guy was. Another one that really impressed me. Love the Prime bottle. All 3 head sculpts were good. I put the one with the headband on here just because I feel like it goes better. But the vest was really nice. His torso. Another one that's going to be in, contender for the best articulated figure of the year, but this is probably his best gear with the green from WrestleMania 40. If you have any Logan Paul figure, you know how good they are, and I feel like this one's probably better than his Mattel Creations one. That one might be a hot take. You guys let me know if you agree with that or not, but what an amazing figure. Definitely deserving to be up here. I believe number 12 was that Logan Paul. Oh no, 13. Actually, going into number 12 here, we have Elite Series 121, Carmelo Hayes. Another really underrated one. I was surprised to see a lot of people put this on their list, not because it's a bad figure, but I feel like a lot of people don't like the head sculpt. I thought I would be one of the only people that have this on their list, but really glad to see him get the shine he deserves and a lot of other people putting him on their list. This is the championship from the Logan Paul. You see this athletes on there, but he is the current United States champion. I do like the torso. I feel like they would have went with the Daniel Bryan one, if not this one, and I like this one a lot better. All the tattoos look great. The gear, this is like by far his best figure, and it's not even close. And I actually love this head sculpt, believe it or not. And that's why I thought I was going to be the only ones to put him. I thought I was going to be one of the only ones to put him in the top 25 because I actually like the head sculpt. A lot of people don't for whatever reason. Like, just look at the last head sculpt from the Elite 105 and look at this one, and it's not even close. I would recommend watching my review on it. I go more in depth on why I love this guy so much and the head sculpt and everything. Like, if you look at that Elite 105, you know how bad that head sculpt looked. And even in the basic, like, Google main event Carmelo Hayes figure and zoom in on the head sculpt because that was really bad. Same thing with the Elite 105, but that new Carmelo Hayes, 10 times better than both of those. Coming in at number 11, we have the last time is now Walmart exclusive John Cena figure. Now, this is almost like every other John Cena, except it's not. You get the rally towel and drop down hips. So this articulates way better than those other ones. I just like the way he looks better than the other ones. Like the red really pops with the blue. This is when he announced his retirement tour. I like the head sculpt better and the hair. Like, what an amazing figure. I really, had fun hunting down this guy, even though he was really easy to find. My first attempt going to Walmart, I actually found him, or maybe my second attempt. I believe I checked a few other Walmarts before I checked my local one. But yeah, if this wasn't my first attempt to find, then it was my second. I found him very, very easily, but it's just so good, man. If he had socks on, that would have been cool, but he didn't wear socks, so obviously they're not going to put it in there, but just perfect. Almost perfect John. No, I'm not going to say almost. I think it is a perfect John Cena Elite, and you really can't ask for much more out of this guy. So I think he's really deserving of number 11. Really, really close to cracking the top 10 there, but unfortunately he did not make the top 10. So this is it, the official top 10 WWE figures of 2025. And number 10, I have the Elite Series 119, Dominic Mysterio. A lot of people have this as their number 1 Elite, and I do not blame you, man. What an amazing figure. Another one that really exceeded my expectations. When they first announced him, I almost thought about skipping on him because that head sculpt didn't look too great in my opinion. Like, when they revealed the actual images, it looked good, but at the WrestleMania 40 event, or maybe it was San Diego Comic-Con, I didn't like the way it looked. But when they announced the images, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll get it just because Dominic's my favorite. But the purple and the skeletal vest looks really, really good. Even on the back, I don't want to take off the vest, but you can kind of see down there. Because the vest is another amazing thing with all the sculpts and everything. Like, really, really good. Captures Dominic Mysterio at his peak. First mustache Dom figure. The towel was cool, but even when you look underneath, like, all the details continuing throughout. Like, man, I might take the towel back off. I don't know. I just don't like the rubber and, kind of hinders articulation. But really perfect Dominic Mysterio Elite. Like, I don't know how they'll top this in Elite form for Dominic Mysterio. Like, how are they going to make a better Elite Dominic Mysterio than this? It's just amazing. And especially the fact that Dominic is literally probably my favorite right now. I only say that because apart from AJ Styles, AJ got me into wrestling. But if AJ didn't get me into wrestling and if he wasn't active right now, Dominic would be my favorite. So, love Dominic Mysterio. Love that figure. Number 9, a controversial one. A lot of people don't like this guy. Not him himself, but the figure. The Ultimate Edition Series 28, Uncle Howdy. Really good figure. He's hitting Walmarts right now, and the Walmarts, for whatever reason, are getting a lot of stock of him, so I definitely recommend picking him up if you see him. A lot of people don't like the arm size. I like the arm size for him, actually. I think it works for Howdy. It's not skinny. It's not too big. I think it's right in the middle, and it works perfectly. At some angles, it does look like the shoulders pop out like that CM Punk, but not from all angles. All three head sculpts are really good. The hat, and yes, I am a little biased, like I said earlier, because, you know, I've been waiting for these guys. Bray Wyatt's my favorite of all time, so the wide six are really up there for me. But really fun figure. A lot of different ways you can pose them. You can pose them for the in-ring gear, not in-ring gear. Maybe when I get the 3-pack, I'll switch around some head sculpts. That way I can pose this one in the in-ring gear and the other one with the jacket. But I'm loving this figure, man. I've been waiting for it for so long, so there's no way it wasn't going to crack my top 10. So number 9 is Uncle Howdy. Number 8 is going to be from Ultimate Edition Series 29. It's Umaga. Wow, this one is another one that really surprised me with how good he was. I knew I wanted it once it was revealed because I don't have any Umagas. All three head sculpts were great. The formula is really awesome. He's a lot bigger than his elites, I think. I could be wrong because I don't have any of his former elites, but I feel like he's a lot bigger. And all the tattoos and everything, that back tattoo's insane. The face paint, like, really good figure. Loving the chain, like, championship. Like, I wouldn't change anything about him. It's a perfect Umaga figure. What more could you ask for out of an Umaga figure? So this had to be number 8. Coming in at number 7, we have the last member of the Wyatt Six from Elite Series 119, Dexter Lumis. Way better than the Joe Gacy in my opinion, and it's really not that close, to be honest with you. I love the head sculpt. It's a lot more realistic in my opinion. The actual mask is amazing. The vest was really cool. He didn't come with the championship. This is from Grayson Waller, but all the tattoos look great. They made his skin tone darker, which, you know, is inaccurate, obviously. He's not that dark, but it, like, really goes with, like, the rustic, dirty look, and it's really, really cool, man. The jeans with, like, those little spots of dirt is really, really cool, man. Like, he poses great, too, better than the Joe Gacy. This figure is on another level, and is, I think, he's the last elite. No, there's 2 more elites, but he's the last one from a main elite line. So I think Elite Series 119 is the best elite set of all time. Not of all time, but from this year. From all of all time, I'd probably say Elite Series 69. I'd say that's probably the best elite set of all time. But I think Elite Series 119 is the best elite set from this year. At number 6, we have another one from Ultimate Edition Series 29. So close to cracking the top 5, but unfortunately he didn't. But man, this figure is so good. He'll probably maybe end up going higher in the ranking. I don't know, but I just love this figure. The more I see it, I just love it more every single time. The Ultimate Edition Series 29, Dominic Mysterio. Like I said earlier, I already talked about how much I love Dominic Mysterio, but the white looks really clean on him. The shirt is cloth, so it doesn't hinder articulation. You can actually see the logos more on his tights. And I just like the actual logo on the shirt. He didn't come with the Intercontinental Championship. This is from Braun Breaker. But all the detailing on the vest, you can feel all the sculpting here. It's insane. All 3 head sculpts are great, but this tongue out one is on another level. He didn't come with fist and hands, fortunately. The Elite 119 did, though. But just what an amazing figure. Perfect representation of Dominic Mysterio. I'm going to leave him posed just like that with the double biceps, because that's an amazing action figure right there. And this is it. The top 5 elites, not elites, the top 5 WWE figures of 2025. Here we go. We got the Ultimate Edition Series 24 Bray Wyatt at number 20, at number 5. I'm stuttering like crazy right now, but it's fine. This figure is amazing. Like I said earlier, Bray Wyatt is my favorite wrestler of all time. So, yes, I am a little bit biased, but look at the figure. All the detailing. The 6 right there on the side of his head. Like, when he wore this, I don't know if you could technically say wore this paint. I guess, can you say that? Probably. But when he wore this during the pitch black match, I really wanted to see it up close and get a look at all the details. So to have this figure in a miniature form of it, I really get to look at all the details on him, and it's insane. The 2-in-1 factor is also crazy. It's like, you know, a really good 2-in factor because you get the paint, and then you get the skin tone for Bray Wyatt, and you get the mask. You can't ask for much more. And, you know, because Bray Wyatt's my favorite wrestler of all time, yeah, he's going to be a lot higher. A lot of people have this on their worst figures of the list, which is crazy to me, but that Bray Wyatt has to be number 5. Here we go, number 4. We have the Legend Series 26 Kurt Angle. If you have this at number 1, I do not blame you, because this is probably the best Elite from this year, man. You can kind of notice the skin tone differentiation there. Not too big on that, but this head sculpt was really good for Kurt Angle. He poses like crazy. The gear is pretty decent. I just love this one, man. This one's so good. Perfect representation of Kurt Angle. This is by far the best Kurt Angle figure of all time. I don't care what anybody says. His ultimates were decent, but cannot top this. This is the best Kurt Angle of all time. This had to be number 4. I had this a bit higher earlier on in the year, but that Kurt Angle, top-notch figure. This next one is going to be the Elite Greatest Hits Series 8 Collector's Edition John Cena. I know, kind of unfair to compare him to all these because, there's a lot of different things on him. Like, you don't have to worry about the different details or even QC issues on him compared to other figures here. But it's a clear John Cena Elite figure. Like, this has been something on my wish list for a while. I'm sure it's been on a lot of people's wish list for a while. But, like, an Elite clear, all clear John Cena? Are you kidding me? And he poses so good. Another one that'll definitely be on the list for, like, best articulated figure of the year because he poses so good. And it's just a clear John Cena figure. Like, that, where's the head sculpt? There was one of the head sculpts that came with him. It's this one right here. Horrible head sculpt painted, but in clear, not bad. So, I really like this guy a lot. I know it's really unfair to compare him to the other ones because he doesn't, have any detailing on him really, but I just love that one. Had to be on the top 3. At number 2, I technically don't have the figure unless you want to consider that this came out in 2025. I'm talking about the Best of Ultimate Edition Series 7 Cody Rhodes. Now, if you pre-ordered this guy, you literally would have got him on the last day of 2025. So, if you want to count this one, that's fine. If not, then I'll go with the Mattel Creations one that came with Brandy. And this is just a placeholder for that because I don't have that one. I didn't want to get that one because I didn't want to drop 70 on that. And I really would have only got that for the Cody because I don't collect women's figures. So, I waited to get this one instead. Even if it's not the Mattel Creations one, I would have this one on the spot. But technically, it came out in 2026. It really depends. Like, if you pre-ordered it and you put the priority shipping, you would have got this December 31st, 2025. So, do what you want with that. If you don't want to count this, then yeah, this will be in place of Mattel Creations. But technically, I don't have the Mattel Creations, so I'm putting this one on here. But the actual figure is beautiful. The only difference between the two is the arm jack is going to have the jacking mold and all throughout. But this figure is beautiful too. The gold gear looks amazing. I actually really like the gear. It kind of grew on me. Please don't fall. I'll just pick it back up. Oh, wow, they all bounced back. That was crazy. But anyways, the all-white gear on the Mattel Creations looks really good too, but they're the exact same. They got the same head sculpt, except this one has the screaming instead of the kissing face. The skull was insane. This jacket is insane. I believe it's the same sculpt as the other one too. And this one actually comes with the championship, so I like that better. But yeah, I mean, it really depends on what you want to put here. Doesn't matter to me. I think the Mattel Creations and this one are very, very close, so doesn't matter. You can consider this whatever figure you want, Mattel Creations or this one. Both are amazing, and I think they'd both be in this spot. But this is it. The number 1 WWE action figure from 2025 is going to be the Walmart exclusive Monday Night Wars Stone Cold Steve Austin. This figure I was on the hunt for a while. I actually went to many different Walmart, which I rarely ever do. I might end up doing that for the Street Fighter figures because those are must-haves for me. But this, I went to like 4 different Walmarts that aren't even around me. And the whole time, my local Walmart was the one who had it. So that was crazy. And online, it said that it didn't. And it ended up having it. It was in the SummerSlam shipper, and it was the last one they had left. So I don't know what that was about, but kind of sucked that I went to 4 different Walmarts, and it was my local one that had it the whole time. But it is what it is. The Austin shirt is really stretchy. This is one that's worth getting multiples of, in my opinion. Like, if you see this at your Walmart and you still haven't picked it up, Pick it up while you can, because you won't be able to get it later. The beers, all 3 head sculpts were amazing. The cloth jorts, if you want to display him just with the vest and in the trunks, I don't blame you, because this is a completely new Austin formula. In the torso and the arms, they made bigger to fit for Austin better, and it's the perfect representation of Stone Cold Steve Austin, the best Stone Cold Steve Austin figure of all time. And honestly, might be the best Ultimate Edition of all time. My current best Ultimate is the Ultimate Edition Series 17 Seth Rollins, but this is number 2 or number 1. This might be better. But let me know what you guys think about my list in the comments below. If you agree, what's your favorite figure from this year and what you think is the best WWE figure from this year in the comments below. If you enjoyed, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you watched the video throughout all the way, I really appreciate you. Comment down below if you did watch all the way through. But that's going to do it for me. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
I'm bliss, highly favored. I'm bliss.